Hey everybody, this is my third attempt at this video. Um, I'm going to try not to drop any F-bombs. I'm very annoyed with myself. In any case, we're talking about the outline for the persuasive essay. This essay is asking you to agree or disagree with the statement, racism in America has not changed in the last 100 years. So hypothetically, for the sake of this example, I am agreeing with that statement. The truth of the matter is it both has changed and it hasn't, right? Obviously it's changed in certain ways. We've had a black president that has to count for something. And then, that's me in my more hopeful, optimistic moments. And then maybe I hear of yet another person of color being basically murdered by the police. And then I get more cynical and I think, well, shit, maybe things haven't changed at all in the last century. And that sucks. It just honestly kind of, for me, it depends on the day. It depends on my mood, and it depends on what horrible shit I've read about in the news. Um, it has clearly changed. It clearly also has not changed. Um, I can see an argument being made for both. So, for the sake of this example, I'm agreeing with the statement. It has not changed in the last 100 years. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So this is the persuasive essay outline assignment in Canvas. Just like the last one, you don't have to do any of the stuff that's crossed out and in red. Don't have to do anything with the conclusion. You only need a thesis statement for the intro and no analysis for any of the body paragraphs. So, like the last one, I'm asking you to click on the essay template or the outline template, and that'll open this up. You're going to download it and then open it up in Word. I'm not going to bother downloading it because, again, this is my third attempt at this stupid video. So I've already done all this. So instead of you watching me type a bunch of stuff, I'm just going to go over what I typed. So you have 4 pieces of evidence you're going to use, and you have 3 body paragraphs. 1,000 words, you do not need to use more than 3 body paragraphs, 5 paragraphs total. So you're going to have to double up on evidence in one of your paragraphs. It can be any one of your paragraphs. For the sake of this example, I doubled up on evidence in the first body paragraph, but again, it could have been in the second or third just as easy. So the first thing you need to do is come up with a thesis statement. So basically, you have to decide, do you agree or disagree that racism has not changed in the last 100 years? And again, for the sake of this example, I have decided that I agree. So my thesis statement is going to look like this here. Racism in America has not changed in the last 100 years, and this can be seen by looking at the works of James Baldwin, Ta-Nehisi Coates, the article whatever by whichever author, and the article whatever by whichever other author. Okay. This is just a template, just like I used in my last outline video. And you're obviously going to need to fill in the blanks. The 4 required sources, as you may remember from the video I did for the essay itself, 2 of your sources have to come from the assigned reading, which is Coates, Baldwin, or the documentary 13th, and 2 of your sources have to come from scholarly peer-reviewed journals found on our school libraries academic databases. You are not allowed to use Google Scholar. You have to use our school library, because I want you to get used to using libraries and academic databases. I want you to get used to using academic databases found in various school libraries, whether it's this one or the next school that you transfer to or whatever. In any case, moving on. For the first body paragraph, I doubled up on evidence. I didn't include any evidence. I didn't include any analysis because you don't have to for the outline assignment. So the topic sentence, I honestly, I'm too tired to come up with a particular reason why. But one reason racism has not changed in America in the last century is blank. I don't know. So hey, maybe this the persistent hateful behavior we've seen in this country since 9/11. How about that? One reason racism has not changed in the last century is the persistent hateful behavior seen in this country since 9/11. In his book, Between the World and Me, author Ta-Nehisi Coates discusses his feelings in the aftermath of that, I'm just going to use the word tragic event because that's what it was. It's not a word, it's a phrase, tragic event. Anyway, Ta-Nehisi, in his book Between the World and Me, author Ta-Nehisi Coates discusses his feelings in the aftermath of that tragic event. So, and then you're going to follow that with analysis, talking about how and why that quote is relevant and how it supports the topic sentence of this paragraph. And then you need to introduce your next quote. So you're going to use more context. And let's see. Oh, and I'm not going to come up with a quote off the top of my head, but there's some quote cited, Coates 112, right? Okay. Similarly, author whoever in their article, whatever, argues that the rise actually highlights the rise in hate crime toward Middle Eastern people after the attack on 9/11. And then some quote, whoever the author is, and then whatever page, right? So let's see. Highlights the rise in hate crimes toward Middle Eastern people. I'm going to write people from the Middle East. And I think that's actually in like a proper noun. The Middle East is a place. Anyway, okay, so there. And then the last thing you need for this paragraph is a transition. So in addition to the racism seen in the wake of 9/11, try that again, 9/11. Ava DuVernay shows, I don't know, the steadily increasing number of incarcerated people of color. There. Look, I just made you watch me type off the top of my head some more. How fun is that? So, in addition to the racism seen in the wake of 9/11, Ava DuVernay talks or shows the steadily increasing number of incarcerated people of color in her documentary. And you know what? Whatever. This doesn't have to be good. This is a stupid option. All right. And then the topic sentence for the next paragraph is going to be in her documentary 13th, director Ava DuVernay discusses the problem of mass incarceration. There. All right. So you get the idea. I'm not going to do any more of this, but this is just what you have to do. And then if you've doubled up on evidence in the first body paragraph, then obviously you only need one piece of evidence from, or in, I should say, body paragraphs 2 and 3. Just remember, you have to use 2 from the assigned reading and 2 from the academic journal, academic databases. And there will be another video showing you how to find evidence in scholarly peer-reviewed journals. But if I include it in this one, it's going to be forever. And let's be honest, I'll probably screw that up and I'll have to do 6 takes instead of 3 here. So I'm going to stop talking now. I think this is it. I think this is everything. Oh, And I'll share my screen one last time. Looking over here, I will, all right, whatever. I will upload the Word doc that I just did using that essay to the files section. If you go to files and then assignment examples, you'll see the English 1A persuasive essay outline right there. And that will be replaced with what I just did for this video. But anyway, I've been doing this too long. I'm going to be quiet now. I will talk to you in my next video, which I am almost 100% certain I'll be recording tomorrow morning after I've had about 1,000 hours sleep. Talk to you soon.